Under the Bridge on Hulu explores the impact of Reena Virk's death on her parents, Manjit and Suman Virk, posing questions about their subsequent lives to the events shown in the series. In addition to examining how the murder affected individuals around Reena Virk and how kids might perpetrate such a horrible crime, the dramatization depicts the true story of her death. Aside from Reena, the individuals most affected by the crime are her parents, Manjit and Suman. Reena's parents and her parents did not get along well before the fatal event. Their faith and its regulations seemed limiting to her. In spite of this, the parents persisted in doing their best to show their daughter that they were concerned and cared about. After losing their daughter, these two characters from Under the Bridge are in pieces, especially because the police don't handle them properly. But just like the real-life characters in the series, the people who influenced them remained alive beyond its conclusion. Manjit and Suman Virk experienced one of the worst tragedies imaginable, the loss of a child, but because to Warren Glowatsky's restorative justice program, they were able to forgive the person who killed their daughter. This event for the three people is described in depth in the afterword of Rebecca Godfrey's Under the Bridge, which was added to the 2019 reprint. Two facilitators led the session, which was held in a small chapel. Manjit Virk stated that he was totally in favor of Warren seeing him and taking part in the program since he thought that keeping the young guy from seeing him would harden his heart. The Virks spoke with Warren during the session about Reena, their love for their daughter, and their trips as a group. Warren learned more about the girl he had never met before the incident, as Hulu's Under the Bridge makes evident. Warren then gave a description of Reena's final night while expressing regret and sadness over what had transpired. The Virks learned from the restorative justice program that Warren was a disturbed young person who made a grave error. Suman discovered that the sessions freed Warren from the burden pressing on her heart by enabling him to see the Virks and acknowledge that he destroyed a family. The 2007 Under the Bridge finale may make reference to the Virks' support of Warren after his parole hearing after they had gone through this program together. They saw that he was living a fulfilling life. When the Virks confirmed he was free, they gave him a hug. He and the Virks had another meeting with the restorative justice group that afternoon. Suman drew him aside and assured him that she would always be available to him, even though there would never be happiness or closure following Reena's passing. The couple's goodwill and capacity for forgiveness were demonstrated throughout the entire process. As demonstrated in Under the Bridge, the teens' experiences with bullying had a significant role in Reena Virk's attack. Following Reena's death, the Virks devoted their time to raising awareness and educating others about bullying and violence against children. The National Post claims that the two began giving talks to kids and adults about the negative effects of bullying in schools, criminology classes, and public gatherings. Manjit and Suman Virk won the Anthony J. Hulme Award of Distinction, British Columbia's highest honor for community safety and crime prevention, after years of advocating for restorative justice and working for this cause. The Times columnist claims that the Virks were crucial in offering criticism for criminal justice reform. Suman Virk made a special case for improved mental health care and therapy for young offenders. Since it focuses on helping at-risk kids and teens, this feels like a continuation of her anti-bullying work. Manjit also penned Reena, A Father's Story, which was released in September of 2008. The book contains an assortment of the memories he and his daughter created together. It was obvious that Manjit cherished his daughter despite their disagreements. Manjit expressed to CBC his desire that his book will demonstrate that his family was typical and experienced ups and downs much like everyone else. Following a sad accident on June 16, 2018, Suman Virk passed away at the age of 58. The Times columnist reports that the woman choked to death while eating at a cafe, depriving her brain of oxygen for a number of minutes. She was sadly rendered brain dead by this. Manjit, Suman's spouse, and her two kids are still alive. Her ardent anti-bullying efforts and her commitment to her family, as demonstrated on Hulu's Under the Bridge, will be remembered in spite of her passing. Her advocacy for restorative justice should also act as a reminder of the positive effects that this program can have. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.